Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Blue Ridge Silverhound, and today, a little public service announcement. A lot of people have tons of these unsightly, dateless buffalo nickels that you see here, right? A few of them have dates. But there's a few of them like this one where you can barely read the date. And sometimes, because of the way that these coins were designed, there's just no visible date at all. All right? But there is one coin, ladies and gentlemen, that you have to be absolutely on the lookout for, because this dateless buffalo can be worth $800-900 or more. Sometimes I've seen these coins sell in the neighborhood of like $3,000 to $5,000. If you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. Okay, so this buffalo nickel right here probably looks like a familiar friend in your collection. A lot of people have these really low-grade buffalo nickels, and the way that these things were designed originally is that the date is sitting higher in relief on the coin, which makes it a huge target for circulation wear. You know, much to the dismay of a lot of collectors, that the date is one of those things that wears off the quickest on the coin. All right, because of how high it sits on there. So there's no understating the importance of a date on a coin, okay, for a number of reasons. The Buffalo Nickel series has a ton of different key dates, all right, that are worth a lot of money, even in some of the lowest grades. But at the same token, there are a multitude of different die varieties that are important with the date. If you don't have the date, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be near or next to impossible, or it is impossible to kind of pick up or diagnose exactly what you have. But, however, there's one big die variety that you guys probably already know about. It's probably high on your, man, I sure wish I could cherry pick one of these into my collections type of coin. And we'll get into that here in a second. This one is exciting. But yeah, generally these coins are unloved. I know I can speak for myself, because every time I get one, whether it's through a roll find or I pick up a bulk of them, they end up in paper rolls, and they just end up in a box in my closet. Now, I'm sure a lot of you, you guys have probably either thrown them into a glass jar, rolled them up, or maybe perhaps sent them back to the bank. Now, if you were going to try and cherry pick or treasure hunt these nickels, I always tell everyone that the dateless buffaloes have a lot of potential. And we look at a cost-based analysis too. These things can be picked up for as low as 25 cents a piece. Sometimes you can pick up a full roll for about $10. So it's a huge bargain. And furthermore, the dateless buffaloes are coveted to the folks that like to engrave designs or do hobo designs on them. So there's a lot of life left in these coins. But the big reason why you guys are tuning in today is that there is a huge variety that you're going to keep an eye out for, regardless if there's a date or not. And the important thing is, what a lot of people like to do is they like to apply some acid in this area to identify the date. They call it Nicodate. And I'm telling you this right now, before you do that, because once you apply the Nicodate onto a coin to reveal the date, the coin will in turn be a details graded coin. It'll be a damaged, corroded coin at that point. Whereas a coin in this particular condition is still tried and true. It's not a details coin. Yeah, it's low grade. You don't know exactly what the date is, but that's okay. Now, this coin that you see here on screen was one in which that sold on Great Collections November of 2015, but you're never going to guess how much. $907.50. This is a coin that graded out PCGS Poor 1. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, why in the world did it sell for so much money if we don't know the date or anything? Well, on the PCGS slab, it surely had a date. All right, and the coin in question that I want to talk about is this one right here. So these two coins sitting right next to each other are the same coin. One is just in a lot lesser condition than the other. It's the 1916 Buffalo Nickel doubled die obverse FS 101 Cherry Picker Sky variety. This is also a coin that's also in the Red Book. It's all over the place in publications. This is a penultimate chase piece for collectors of all levels. All right, but the coin on the left sold for $900. But the coin on the right, that beautiful looking coin right there with lots of detail, sold for $30,375. Also on Great Collections, but that one was June of 2018. But I'm going to tell you this right now. Even the lowest graded coin, one sold here recently within the last few months on this run-up of the economy where numismatics and precious metals were rising, and this coin is going up in value even in the lowest grades. So yes, this is the coin that we are going to be focusing on. There's a couple key diagnostical areas that are going to be very recognizable even on the lowest graded pieces. All right, so here's a low grade PCGS slabbed coin. Poor one, man. That's as low as you're going to get. Again, that's a grade that I think we could all identify as at least owning one or two of, where you can't even see the date. But yet, this is a very discernible variety, and because of these markers I'm going to talk about, makes it unequivocally a 1916 double die obverse. All right, and here's another close-up look of both the obverse and reverse on this particular coin, also sold on Great Collections. Again, a very, very high-grade example. As a matter of fact, this one graded NGC AU58. Yeah, $30,000 coin, and it's not even mint state. How crazy and nutso is that? But here you go, sure enough, a coin that even in non-mint state status, this coin, in hindsight, has seen some circulation. Still sold for life-changing money. And that's exactly what this one is life-changing money. So you could almost imagine what a mint state 62 would sell for, a mint state 65, which there have been a few, and then we're getting into like six-figure territory at that point. But this is the highlight coin in much higher grades. Now, for the DDO FS101, okay, there's going to be highly identifiable markers for the DDO that are going to stick out on both grades of coin. Now, this is the poor one. This is the AU58. So, looking and matching up the arrows, you can see the doubled top feather on both. Very, very distinguishable. And then on this bigger, more dominant feather, you can also see the doubling here as well. You can see this bottom tail of that doubled feather. And then finally, the third feather, which is nestled right under in the crooks of the larger feather and the Liberty's neck right here. You can also see the doubled third feather. And that is exactly what we're looking for when we're going to identify one of these amazing varieties. Now keep in mind, even the lowest grades, this is easy to see. But you need a really nice quality magnifier, okay? I mean, if you got really sharp eyes, you can pick this out with the naked eye. Personally, I don't recommend it because when a coin becomes to be anything less than like a fine condition coin, there are a lot of things that'll trick the eyes. So if you have a magnifier, if you need it, I have them available down below in the description box. We have some Amazon links. I do get a small profit portion of every item sold on there. So that's kind of a way of supporting the channel. Thank you for everyone that does order from there. But a good magnifier, wherever you source it, wherever you get it, is going to be paramount. Anything 8 times power or higher is suitable. But check out these 3 feathers. This is going to be undoubtedly the pickup points for this particular doubled die obverse. So make sure you have this one burnt into your memory bank as you're searching through these nickels. And that is why even a no dated undated Buffalo nickel is identifiable as being the 1916 date is because of this particular diagnostic for the double die obverse. So I also wanted to address one recent sale that's going to turn some eyebrows for a number of reasons. So this one sold August 26th of 2020, a few short days ago as of the filming of this video on eBay. It's a 1916 Annex graded G4 details. This is also the DDO that we were talking about for the first 8 minutes of the video. Double die obverse. Alright, but go ahead and check out the actual details part of it. So the coin has been damaged and it's been bent. Alright, you can see all the little pits and damage all over the face of the coin. I mean, this coin had a rough life. Details great, but did you guys pick up the actual dollar value it sold for? It's in green. $3,324.99. How crazy is that? For a coin that traditionally you or I would probably throw back because the thing is just ugly. But even in ugliness, there's a lot of beauty. Okay, and then I don't know about you guys. I could probably use $3,300. Pay off bills, pay a mortgage, pay like three months of rent. Everybody can use this kind of money now with everything going on in the world today. So there you go. Recent sale. These things are spiking up as we speak just because there's a lot of desirability for investable, quote-unquote, coins. And this one is one of those pieces that everybody opts for when they're trying to dump money into a safe haven type of investment. You can't go wrong with a 1916 DDO, so before you apply some of that nicodate acid onto your coin, just go ahead and take a look at the feathers, because you'll be saving yourself a lot of grief, and you'll be making way more money by just identifying the doubled feathers on your coin. Alright, I've got rolls of these. I go through them all the time. I've found 2 of them over the course of 20 years. I probably should look through the other 1,000 I have socked away that I've had for probably 15, 20 years. But this is a really cool variety. One in which I encourage you guys to take a close look at your inventory at your home. Or if you have these at a local coin shop for dirt cheap, or they have bags of them, I would probably consider buying them. Just so you can look for this one coin, because this is an instant payday no matter how you slice it. So that's going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful cherry picking weekend, whatever you may do, coin roll hunting, going to a local coin shop. I wish you guys monumental success in everything you do this weekend. I'm your host Sean with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell for instant notification. If you're not getting the notification, what you're going to do is hit the bell to take off the notification and then hit it again. And then make sure you hit all on all notifications, so that way you do get that. YouTube had changed it here recently, but that's the way you remedy the instant notification aspect of it. So anyways, that's going to wrap it up. Coinaholics, we are discovering together. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on the market reports coming up here shortly. So you guys take care.